My dad does that same thing, Betsy. But he doesn't have a dog. He just walks every day. And he's apparently become friends with a lot of different dogs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's out today, right? Because it's a little dicey today.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's one of those things, it's all dependent upon location, as weather typically is. All day long, we have been dealing with little pop-up showers and storms. Most of the storms now are in Ashtabula, Trumbull, and Mahoning counties. You can see the very heavy rain that continues to fall there. We also have some storms back into Erie and Lorain County, specifically the northwest corner of Lorain County, and then out at the islands, too. So if you have folks that are out at Put-in Bay or Kelly's, they have some stormy weather going that way. All those storms should stay north of Cedar Point in particular. But if we get a little closer in here to some of these storms out in Ashtabula and Trumbull counties especially, this is where the heaviest rain is falling right now. We have lightning, we have thunder, we've had reports of some gusty winds coming out of these, but this is also falling on an area that has already had quite a bit of rain, and that has been a big problem. I'm going to pull up the rain rates, and this is probably going to take a second for this to pop up here, but you can see where we're getting the very heavy rain that is falling right now in central sections of Trumbull County, and this is going to very slowly continue to move out to the east. We also have some heavier rain that is falling in portions of Ashtabula County, and this is a location where we have had a flash flood warning throughout the afternoon. So that is still a very big concern because that's going to exacerbate any flooding problems that we already had. Also, speaking of that Trumbull County warning, Trumbull County storm, there is now a severe thunderstorm warning east of Warren and then over to the PA state line. That is on top of a flood advisory that is in that same location. So that's a brand new alert. As far as the bigger picture goes, well, the next few hours get very interesting for us as this line of storms that is still to the west moves in. So our weather impact alert really hasn't even started yet. Temperatures are going to drop back into the 70s through the evening. We're really honing in on 7 to 11 p.m. with heavy rain, high wind, and some hail possible. We could have some power outages if the wind gets up there, and you may want indoor options as we have this heavy rain that's moving through. Not quite sure why this camera isn't showing up in the background, but we are talking about storms expected tonight. This is the green screen back there. It's supposed to be a picture of downtown Cleveland. We know that there will be storms between 7 and 11. What we don't know is how strong to severe they will still be. As far as the forecast goes, the storms we have right now are moving out. We still have a few spotty storms to the west of us, but this is the line. This is a very big line, and it's got a lot of oomph going with it. Where you see these purple boxes, these are destructive severe thunderstorm warnings. That means 80-mile-per-hour winds with some of these thunderstorms, and you can see all the lightning that's picking up here in the northern side of things. Also, this big yellow box, this is a brand new severe thunderstorm watch that is out for northwest Ohio and Michigan. That's to account for this part of the line. We have not yet seen a new watch for the southern flank of the line. That will likely hit into western Ohio. So if we are going to get a watch, it won't be issued until later tonight. The storm itself is moving east at about 45 miles per hour or so. And so if we put a track on it, we take it here and we kind of go out to the east at about 5.5 hours or so. You can see the timing on Cleveland if the line continues at the exact same speed it is going right now. Sometimes they'll speed up, sometimes they will start to back off a little bit, but damaging winds and heavy rain are the big likelihood with this. And the damaging wind part is kind of the question mark right now. So your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast keeps us very steamy, very warm, with pop-up showers possible still this evening. And then here comes that line, 8, 9, 10 p.m. and then continuing eastward. You can see it kind of fizzles as it gets here. That's the problem with the setup that we are in. These thunderstorms will most likely start to back off a little bit as they get here, but we still have to account for the possibility that they will be rolling in with some pretty good ferocity. Hopefully things totally peter out and we don't have to worry about it, but we're keeping an eye on it nonetheless. Beyond that, we have a day tomorrow with scattered rain and rumbles, mid-70s, beautiful Friday, and then Saturday and in through the late part of the weekend, that's when we tee it up for that weather impact alert with the hot temperatures that are coming. Christy, we were talking about our air temperatures well into the 90s, our feels-like temperatures at 110 plus. We could be looking at excessive heat warnings here in Northeast Ohio. And as I've been saying all week, we get hot during the day, but we stay very warm at night, and that's the real problem in all of this.
Yeah, because you just don't have time to cool down if you don't have air conditioning or if you're not, protected in some way. So everybody take note there. Betsy, thank you so much.
Yep.